I just want to say wow. Thank you for almost 150 subs. This is crazy. Before we start this video, I want to give back a little bit to you guys. So if you send me a 5-second clip in my Discord, I'll put it at the top of my video every single week. This video took 20 hours to make, so if you learned something, hit that sub. And let's get started. In a site, there's a number of pop flashes you can do, like this one. You can put a TP back on site and push up on long, get some early info, bail out, and then you can throw this pop flash to stop any full pushes towards long. You can also pop flash short if you look at the horizontal beams, look at the bottom of them, and it'll pop right in front of their faces. And you can also use these archways, they're great for pop flashes. You can push up, get some map control, back off, and help with your team, or you can rotate to a different site.
I thought he was pushing. Anyone up? They're going A hard. A hard.
And boom, I'm on A site, right?
I killed Reyna C long.
They're there. They're there. Don't listen to this guy. They're there.
This guy calls me a liar. You just saw me kill Reyna C long. So I trusted my team a little bit too much, and everybody over-rotated because of the Raze call-out, and they took C from us. So it's good, but just make sure you have trustworthy teammates when you do the rotates. You know, don't get your whole team to over-rotate. Also, footsteps, you can make it sound like you're rotating out of sight, and you can make it sound like you're going ahead. So now let's move on to B. It's a great flash. You peek with it. If you want to push up into this cubby, I see a lot of Yoru people do that. It's great, but use it to bail out. Use your TP to bail out. Don't use it to push forward. You can also fake footsteps into that corner, throw this flash behind the brown box, and then peek out from cubby. And bail out if you need to. It'll blind people in window, down here in cubby, even people over here. For garage, what you can do is throw this flash here and peek straight ahead. Try not to be exposed from window. A lot of Yoru mains also like to use a TP here, where they flash high and then they TP against this wall for map control. It's good, but it kind of gets you a bit exposed, and a lot of Yoru mains do it. So what I suggest you do is flash and do a running TP. Run with your flash. And that can work exceptionally well sometimes. This was in a competitive, by the way. Got all the way into the back of A, which is crazy. When you flash and peek like this, you can also get a breach to see that corner so that they have to peek into the flash and you can get some free kills. You can also use a return TP back in garage, execute like you're trying to do something in mid, and then make the TP sound cue to get them guessing where you TP to. Alright, let's go on to C, my favorite site. What you can do is you can flash there, you can flash here, both great pop flashes for C. And you can also use your TP as a bait in the corner so they turn as they're pushing on the site. That flash is for if they're really close to you. You can also mix a lot of stuff up with Yoru here on C site. You know, you can put footsteps in certain corners and make a strafe noise. You can put your TPs in a lot of different spaces. You know, you can put a return TP, you can do a moving TP, and you just gotta confuse them, you know? Flash, peek, make the TP sound cue, put footsteps in the right corner, and then swing unexpectedly. You know, stuff like that will really catch them off guard.
It's not impossible.
Alright, let's watch what I do here. Send the TP out.
C.
Then I peek out and tuck to the right. And I'm gone.
Hard C.
They know I have a shoddy, so they're checking all the tight corners like silver box. But of course I'm not there.
Surprise.
Bucky is so dumb.
Enemy remaining.
Alright. A attack. Let's get into it. That flash is great for pushing up into long. Also, if you are assuming that heaven is smoked off up here and someone is watching hell, you can throw this flash into back sight and it'll blind everybody that's pushing up and people in A-Link. Flash people here, A-Link, and even in hell, as long as they're not tucked all the way in the back. That flash is great for people that are just rotating into sight. You can catch them really off guard. And Yoru could just go mad aggressive into sewers like this, into short. You could just randomly push up, throw this flash here, and then it just blinds a lot of people from many different angles. So here's an example of how you can switch it up on stuff like post plant. Baited out the TP, use the TP, and then threw an aggressive flash to peek out. With B, that's the TP that I used to bait out. You can also flash both A and C link at the same time if it's not smoked out already. And it'll keep everybody distracted this TP. They're all gonna wait for something to happen. Even people in B back will hear it and see it. You can also use footsteps to make it sound like they're pushing up, stopping, and then proceeding forward. If there's smokes there, you can really sell the bait. When you're post planting, you want to make sure to be really spontaneous, stay random, put your TPs in different spots than your footsteps, and make noises in certain places to throw people off. Made noise in garage. I pre-threw the TP down in C long, and I'm already there.
One enemy remaining.
And this is match point, by the way.
Get out of my way!
Let's go!
This high flash, it gets the job done, simple but effective, and it takes out anybody in garage. You also can throw this deep garage flash in order to take control of the entire area. When you're pushing out onto C, you can throw this flash off the box, and you can TP across. That flash is along the dark shadow and lined up with the gray box. Throw it in the center, lines perfectly in back of sight, logs, even back of silver. I'm going to show you a bunch of different strategies you can use for C attack. You can double flash and then TP to the back corner. That's a very typical Yoru play. But you have to be careful to push out anyone that's sitting on top of silver, because they're just going to camp your TP out and shoot you, and they can't be traded out. So use a raise nade, Sova shock dart, something like that. Or you can do a more simple TP closer to your team where they can trade you out better, which is right here. You can also throw a flash in front of the box and behind, and use the TP as a bait mechanism for anyone back silver. For post plant, you want to send your TP all the way down C long, put footsteps scattered around the map in garage, and then play for bomb plant for long. You remember this example I showed earlier where I got the 4K? Well, I'm going to show you the rest of the clip. This is how you do not want to use your ultimate. I was the only one on my team, couldn't give any info to anyone else, and they just followed me around and I couldn't do anything with the ultimate. I use Yoru's ultimate to ring around the Rosie on site, ping some people, and then drag them out towards your teammate's gunfire. I think that is the best way that you can use his ultimate. You know, he's kind of like an information gatherer, kind of like a Sova with his ultimate. Also, if people block you in cubby, you can go ahead and block them back and get your teammates to shoot them, or you can just straight up trap them in cubby and then get someone to throw a Molotov and just kill them. Here's an example of me using the ring around the Rosie method all the way around the backside of B. And you gotta assume that they expect you're there because of how loud the sound cue is. Sage was looking at me. Well, that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. Hit the sub if you learned something, and I'll see you in the next one.